So basically I'm back today just to film a quick little life update video, as you can tell by the title. So let's just get started. First thing I want to talk about is the new features on my website. So I don't know if most of you have been on it before the facelift. I downloaded the updated version of my theme, completely locked up my website, and updated it. There were a couple things that I've added. So before, my blog page, which is where all my posts would go, is where I listed all of my sessions that I had done. So it was less portfolio-like, more personal blogger. And I didn't necessarily think that was a problem until I realized that because of how vast my work is and how many different things I have done, do offer, whatever, I needed a portfolio. The great thing is that my theme already came with a portfolio, except I didn't really know how to use it, and because I got frustrated, I just didn't use it. So this time I took advantage of the fact that my website was already down, I was already updating it, so I decided to activate the portfolio. So that is a new feature on my website. So it's broken down into 6 categories, I believe. I have family, portraits, couples, weddings, lifestyle, and my ocean gallery. These things are all of the different kinds of photography that I offer. I don't necessarily claim myself to do each and every single one of them or be good at them. I would have to say that I feel like I'm best at portraits right now, but one of the purposes of having my ocean gallery is that I'm now offering prints for those that inquire about a specific photograph that they would want canvassed or, printed. So that is something that I'm now offering. I wasn't before because I hold those photographs very dear to my heart. But I realized I had a couple people ask me if I was going to canvas them, and I was like, no. And then I realized that it's probably something I should do. So that's new. In addition to the portfolio, which you guys can go check out, I've linked up the link for it down in my description below, obviously, so feel free to do that. I have a slider that runs on the front home page of my website, and I used to update that every time I did a new session, and I would post, or I would put up a handful of my favorites from that session. But what I decided to do is utilize it for advertising the 4 major services that I offer. So those 4 being portraits, couples and engagements, my ocean gallery, which I started out doing ocean photography. That's how this whole journey started, so I want that to be, and I think most people know that, at least if they've been following me on Instagram for a decent amount of time, they know that I'm an ocean child at heart. So that's how this all started. So that's up there. And then lastly, a brand new service that I'm offering, branding and content creation. This was a long overdue service that I decided to officially offer as something that I do for a living. I initially started out being a brand ambassador. I was actually the first brand ambassador for Blissfully Lish Jewelry, and I'll link her up in the description below. But I've also done her branding. I've done her logo. I helped design her business cards. So one of the things that I'm doing is offering a graphics/branding/content creation package for lifestyle bloggers, models, and or photographers if you guys need it. I love graphics design and I want to utilize it in this business, and I feel like the only way to do that is to offer it as a service. Branding and content creation has been something I love. I adore the creative process. It's really a big part of what I do. I really enjoy creating something from nothing and using my creative and artistic abilities to achieve and accomplish that. So that's one of the services that I offer. I'm going to link the page down below so you guys can go read it and check it out. Last but not least, I wanted to talk about a project that I'm working on. We Are Creatives is a page on Instagram that I own, and I'm actively using it as a feature account. But there is a lot more, and when I say a lot more, I literally mean a lot more, in the works for We Are Creatives right now. I'm not at liberty to discuss it. However, one of the first things I want to start doing is hosting meetups in San Diego for local creatives. I just went to one on Saturday, hosted by The Portrait Culture. I'm going to link it up down in the description below so you can go check it out. They were amazing. I think I annoyed them because I thanked them like probably 100 times. But the creative community in San Diego is absolutely amazing. And I'm not just saying that because I love my city, but I'm just like, I'm completely floored with how genuine these creatives are. Like, most people are very stubborn in the way that they create, and they're not open to how you create, and that was not the vibe I got at all from any one of these people. And being able to connect with them, being able to get feedback from them, harsh critique from them in the sense of like how I could do things better, it was amazing. And I actually tried to vlog a little while I was there, but I got so caught up in the photographing of it and being around them that I just kind of forgot it. So I will be actively using my YouTube again. I'm going to start vlogging a lot more on my shoots. I have a second shooter now, so he will be able to capture some BTS, which will make those kinds of videos more doable and easier to accomplish. So you'll be seeing more of those. I want to start doing some workshops. I want to start doing interviews with other creatives, collaborations. I mean, there is a lot in the works right now, and I should have been doing this earlier, but doors have just been opening one right after the other, and I totally believe it's a God thing, and I want to share it with all of you. So with that being said, I feel like it's time to talk about the elephant in the room, as the title of this video. It's an update on my relationship status, and actually I'm gonna go grab him right now. It's my boyfriend. His name is Bear. Oh, I just sat and I thought about, I was like, what would be a great title for the video? And I was like, oh, an update on my relationship status. That will get people to click. It's just Bear. That's all you need to know. Before I say goodbye, I am doing a Q&A this weekend. So I would really appreciate it if y'all could either send me a message on Instagram, comment down here below. I need questions. Most of the questions I get on Instagram have to do with my photography, but I'm not just narrowing it down to that. I am opening it up across the board in general. So I will be posting about it on my Instagram and my Twitter, so be sure to send me some questions so that I can answer them. And I think that's it for now. So with that being said, keep creating, keep inspiring, and don't quit doing what you love.